you have like mommy issues. You're willing to backdoor your best friend of years. You're not really asking for permission at this point. You're just telling her that you're talking to him.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like one.
So this is how I fell out with her. The people in this story, we're gonna name, it's the same, generally the same people as last time, but only one different person. So, Bird, Halo, my best friend, and, this other boy that Halo dated called, we're gonna call him Fanboy. So, how this started out, right? How me and her met. I'm gonna start off with that. I met Bird 7th grade, like the first day of school. We clicked. We were like this. We went to lunch together. We sat together. We hung out a lot in school. We got PE together. We hung out there. Like we were like this. Okay. She introduced me to other friend. It was an academy, and basically a bunch of like gifted kids would go there. I had to write an application to get in, and it was from 3rd to 8th, which is important because that tells you how long Halo and Bird have known each other, and they had known each other before I came into the equation, and they were like this since 3rd grade, and their parents knew each other and all that. I met Halo through Bird. One day she was in there and me and Halo clicked. How like our friendship kind of started straining is she would do and say little things that was just like, girl, what are you talking about? No shade to any like, I'm not coming for any like bigger people here, but Bird was a bigger person. She was also curvaceous. She was like curvy, but she was like a bigger person, and she would always, when we were talking, she would like kind of bring it up, and I was very, very skinny back then. Like I was like very, very skinny, so like no type of development really going on for real, and she had like everything that I wanted to have, like as far as like curves and stuff she had, and I was skinny, so she wanted to be like smaller. So that was, I don't know, like that was like a very big part of the reason why I feel like because she was insecure, and you're gonna see even further into the story of how and why she's insecure. She would kind of like make comments on my body about like me being skinny and not having a butt and not having a chest, and it really did make me feel like, even though like she was saying like a joking manner, it really did make me feel like less than, and it did have an effect on me, especially when I dealt with that in like elementary, which is crazy because I was a child back then. I shouldn't be fully developed anyway, but that's how like she would do that. And I remember that I was very self-expressive. I was figuring out my style and my fashion, and I was figuring out a lot of stuff. So I was literally just starting to like kind of figure out like who I was, and I would wear I was trying to figure out like what clothes I should wear. Like I was kind of transitioning from being a tomboy into a more girly kind of girl. I would like wear like pleated skirts and stuff, and she would tell me like her mom didn't allow her to wear like pleated skirts, or I was into makeup at the time as well, and I went through all the phases: blush blindness, eyeliner blindness, eyeliner blindness, you name it. I was into like e-girl stuff, and I was that weird kid, okay, honestly, but the weird kids are always end up being the best people. She said like her mom would tell her because she has like, she's a bigger person, like she has like a butt and she has hips, and her mom didn't want her to like be like, her mom categorized like wearing skirts and like tight fitting clothing as being grown. And she would tell her that she couldn't wear those because of her body type, which honestly I understand that really inflicted her mentally, and it obviously did because it made her insecure. And yeah, so because she couldn't wear certain things or wear makeup, she would pick on me for doing those things. Like I would, let's say like I used to put like little fake like beauty marks on my face when I was wearing makeup in middle school, and because she had a real beauty mark, she would pick on that. Like she would be like, oh yeah, I don't have to put beauty marks on my face because I have a real one. Okay, you want a cookie? do you want a cookie? Matter of fact, I'll give you a whole pack of Oreos. You want all of them? Like, what are you even talking about? Like, it really pissed me off, because it's just like, it pisses me off even more now that I just took it. Like, and let's say like I was wearing like lip liners, she'd be like, oh, I don't have to line my lips because my lips are two-toned, and my lips are two-toned too, so what are you talking about? Like, whatever. So Yeah, it would be like little comments like that, or when I would wear skirts specifically, she would, oh, you're being grown, or you're wearing grown stuff, or when I wore like a tight shirt, or I had a shirt that was like V-neck or something, she would comment on it, and it was like, she would always do that, and it really just gave insecure, envious, all that. And one of the things about her is that like she always had crushes on people, and she's like me, or a little bit lighter than me. So, and she would also pick with that, like everything she could find to pickle me about, like she would pickle me about. Like I was a little darker than her, and if you're looking at me, I'm not that dark, but she would pick on that. She'd be like, oh yeah, I'm lighter than you, I'm light skinned, you're brown skin, like, and she would use that as like a way to like say like I'm better than you. She would try to make herself feel more elevated than me, and it was because she was insecure and jealous of me and envious of me. That was what was going on in that situation, if you couldn't already tell. So she would, like I said, she would have crushes on these people, and those people would never like her back. When she liked these boys, after she had found out that they didn't like her back and they would get a girlfriend or start talking to someone, she would talk a lot of trash about the girl or the boy. And this one time that there's one boy she liked and he got a girlfriend, she would always try to talk to me and talk negatively about the girl, like talking about her clothes, like how she acts and stuff, all because the boy doesn't like her back. And that was honestly really crazy to me. And she would kind of overly fantasize about being with them, and if they gave her even a little bit of attention, like she liked them. That's what happened. And in middle school, a lot of boys liked me, and a lot of people knew that a lot of boys liked me because it would like kind of get around, and eventually I would hear it. But yeah, so she would always bring that up, like every like trip. She was like, oh yeah, because you understand, because like a lot of boys like you, and da-da-da. And I'm just like, how are you upset? Like she would get upset about it, almost like you can see like she would almost get like upset about it. And I'm just like, I can't control that. Like what? So especially when most of those boys I wasn't really like messing with. Like I'm just like like they're I'm not really, you know, like in middle school most of those boys just were weird, and you know, so I'm just like, why does it matter, you know? But I do understand that she wanted to feel validated, and I would always tell her like, no, you're pretty, like, and she was pretty. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say that she was ugly. She was a pretty girl. Like she was cute. She was cute. Like I can understand like she had insecurities and stuff, but it's just like you can't project your insecurities onto me and do little harmful things to me and say little harmful things to me because you feel insecure and you have like mommy issues. I hate to say it, but that's really what was going on. She had mommy issues. And I'm not like, don't attack me for saying that because I have mommy issues too. It's okay. Like, but you can't use that as a reason to act the way you act, you know? But considering we were like 13 and like 13 at the time, like we were like 12, 13, and 14, considering like we were those ages, it's like okay, like you can get a little bit of a pass, but still, like, girl. But okay, so yeah, she would like kind of crush on people that gave her like a little bit of attention, and that's very common for people like her that are insecure and want to feel validated. And she was really searching for validation. After I had like really got close with Halo, Halo started dating Fanboy, and I remember Halo telling me about how she liked Fanboy, how like people, like I remember talking to Fanboy and he told me that he liked her, and I was like hyping him up, telling him like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to Halo. Like I didn't tell him that she liked him because that wasn't my business, but I did encourage him to go talk to her, and he did. But they ended up breaking up because he wasn't a like good boyfriend. Really, we were young. I'll give it to him. Like it's not that. So after, but Halo was hurt. Receipt to them. Halo was hurt, and well, not hurt, upset, I'll say, and Tampa was upset too. And this is where things start to get even more like messy. After the summer, so like we're leaving 7th grade and we're going into the summer, after 7th grade, and then we're going to 8th grade. So in 8th grade, start of 8th grade, I remember Bird telling me that she liked Fanboy. Now, I was baffled, honestly, because this is the first time she liked the person that was not. The reason I was happy that she wasn't like liking a white boy was because every time she liked a white boy, the white boy would say like the N word or have some type of racist allegation behind him. And that just always never sat right with me. Like, you must actually hate yourself for liking a white boy that's low-key racist. Like, what? Okay, so in the back of my mind, like, as far as like her liking I was happy about that because I was sick of, but it was just like, no, let's not do that. So I'm like, okay, I know the breakup between Halo and Fanboy was pretty sudden. They're not together anymore right now, but you're her best friend that you've known since 3rd grade, and you want her ex? And she told me she was talking to him the whole summer. The whole summer? You're weird. You're weird. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm really in my head, I'm like, this might be the final straw. Like, this is crazy. So I go and I text Halo. I'm like, hey, like, she just told me like this. Oh, before I went and told her that, I'd asked her like, hey, like, I was like, did you talk to Halo before any of this? And she was like, oh yeah, like, she's okay with it.
Girl, what the
She's okay with it? I'm sorry. Nobody is okay with their best friend, mind you, best friend, not acquaintance, best friend, dating their ex that they just broke up with. I was like, she wouldn't be okay with that. In my head, I'm like, she wouldn't be okay with that. So I'm like, I'm gonna go check on her, and I asked her, I'm like, yeah, like, she just told me like you were okay with that. I know you wouldn't be okay with that. Like, why would she do that? And she's like, I know, like, that's crazy. Like, she said we were talking the whole time. I was like, yeah, I know, like, that's insane. Like, so like, she's weird. It's like, she's really weird. It's like, she's really weird. I would never do that to you, even though I haven't known you for as long. I would still never do that to you, because like, that's crossing a very big boundary. That's crazy. So after that, Bird started talking about me to Halo, and I know you might be thinking, oh, Halo was talking. No, Halo was not talking about me. She was like, like just listening to what Bird had to say, pretty much, about like what I did or said. Like, I would joke and stuff. Like, I was a kid. Like, I would joke and stuff. Like, but she knew I wouldn't be serious. Like, it was just like, she would literally talk about petty stuff. Like, I'm just sitting here like that's crazy that she said that. But what really blew me is that she talked to someone that does not know me, does not know, and like, I'll joke and like, I'll roast people, because I was known for roasting people back then. Like, I was known for making a good joke, you know? So I'm just like, okay. Yeah, so she was talking to me about a person that I don't know. And it was negative, of course, and eventually Halo told me, and I was like, huh, okay. So I was planning on cutting her off before that anyway, because you're weird. You're willing to backdoor your best friend of years for one boy. Her ex? You could talk to anybody else. I don't care. You could talk to literally anybody else. Your best friend's ex. That's what you go for. That's what you... Mind you, I can't feel attracted to anybody my friend has already dated, touched, any of that. I'm talking about even talked to. I can't do it. Like, I don't understand how she even found him attractive after that. That's just insane. So, yeah, she's like talking about me behind my back, and like, Hella told me, I'm like, yeah, I'm cutting her off after graduation. I didn't want it to be awkward and cut her off before graduation, because at this point it's like further into 8th grade, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna cut her off after graduation because I don't want it to be an awkward tension or anything before graduation, and it's formal. I texted her like in the summer, during the summer, like in the beginning of the summer, after graduation, after 8th grade graduation. I texted her, I'm like, hey, like this is what I heard. This is what was said, and I'm not messing with that. Like, you're really weird for that. Da 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 da. And I didn't say anything disrespectful. I'm very respectful when I'm confronting people. I'm very respectful about it. And I didn't say anything that was like, oh, cussing or none of that. Like, I don't do any of that. Like, that's just not me. Unless the person does it first. That's a whole nother situation. But I wasn't like that in that long paragraph that I sent or whatever. So then she responded, and she was like trying to like defend it and like say like, oh, I felt like this because you said this, and I'm like, bro, I didn't mean it like that. You should have just talked to me if you really had a problem with what I said. Like, why would you go to a person that doesn't even know me and talk about me behind my back? Like, that's just weird. Like, you're weird for that. And you literally dated your best friend's, not dated, she crushed on him and was trying to talk to him, and they were talking, like, even if they didn't date, like, you're weird. You wanted him, you said you had a crush on him, and you told her about it and expected her to be okay with it. And what's crazy is she asked permission after they already talked. So you're not really asking for permission at this point. You're just telling her that you're talking to him. You're weird. Like, I'm sorry, she's a weird bitch. She's a weird bitch. I'm sorry. And yeah, I don't know where it's to this day. Like, but I was during that conversation with me and her, like, she's like defending it and like trying to basically not trying to take accountability for nothing she's done. Nothing. She's not taking accountability for anything whatsoever. So I'm like, yeah, this isn't getting anywhere. I'm just gonna cut you off. Like, I wish you the best. Like, I really like, and it really hurt because we were like this, like, and you just backdoored me. Like, you really, like, you talked behind my back. Like, you disrespected one of our best friends, and you've known her longer than you've known me. Like, if you ever did me like that, like, we might just have to, cause, are you cool? How was you cool? Like, what? Like, bro, this, and like, Halo was never really a confrontational person, so she just didn't really know what to do in the situation, but I was immediately pissed. Like, I'm always, like, immediately just upset for my friends. So I'm just like, yeah, like, no, she has to go. So yeah, I cut her off, and like, yeah, I was telling her, like, we're never gonna see eye to eye, like, because you're not trying to take accountability for anything you've done. Like, you're a weird bitch, and that's why she's bald now. Like, what? Anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much, but she just, like, and she was weird. Like, even after we stopped being friends, like, Halo still had to deal with her because they went to the same high school. I ended up going to a different high school. I applied to a different program, and she ended up going to a different school than I did. And I hear that she's still being weird to this day. She's still being weird to this day. Honestly, like, I told them I saw it coming. Like, I told them, like, hey, like, you really shouldn't get yourself involved with her. She's weird. But, yeah, I would have, like, let me know what you ever done in this situation, like, whether I was right or wrong. Probably, obviously, like, in this situation, I was right, because she's a weird bitch. Like, she's weird. But, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. I got more story times about, like, other things. Just stay tuned. Bye.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like